And I just say it's an incredible honour to be here tonight, to say farewell with heavy heart and incredible gratitude to Mr. David Villa. David, as you all know, New York City's first ever player, the captain, and in my mind, one of the greatest players ever to bless MLS with his goals, his leadership, and his will to win. David is going to join me up here on stage in a minute, but first, don't take my word for it alone that the 80 goals he struck in 124 appearances in the City Blue and his record of back-to-back 20-goal seasons in 2016 and 17 make him one of Major League Soccer's true greats. Let's hear it from some of his colleagues who took the field with him.
Ever since I came to the club, you welcomed me with open arms, man. It's been a joy to compete with you over these past couple seasons, and I want to wish you nothing but the best going forward. I know you'll have an awesome time over there, and you're going to crush it in that league, and we'll always remember you here, and you'll forever be a legend, man.
Hi, David. How are you? I think I want to say thank you for everything you did for NYCFC, and I wish the best for the new chapter for your life. I am sure that will be an amazing life. Un abbraccio, amico. Ciao.
Hey, David. Just wanted to say it was a pleasure to play with you these past 4 years. I feel very privileged to be able to call you my teammate and friend. I wish you nothing but the best in the future for you and your family, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Hi, David. I just wanted to congratulate you on what you achieved with New York City FC. You were a fantastic asset for the football club and for the US soccer, because I think what you achieved in the US helped to develop the game that we love so much. And it was a real pleasure working with you. Just want to wish you a good luck on your next chapter, and all the best to you and your family. I speak to you soon, my friend.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to your captain, to the number 7, Mr. David Villa. Oh, David, what a beautiful film that takes you back with tears in your eyes to the day you arrived here in June 2014. You were a World Cup winner. You'd won the Euros, La Liga, but you were also New York City FC's first ever player, the face of an entire franchise. I mean, I think at your press conference, the club was still so new. They didn't even have a proper jersey for you to hold up, so they just used a kind of light blue one. It was an entirely different challenge. You'd won everything, but coming here to be the face of football in the 5 boroughs, so much was expected of you. Did that create a new and different pressure than what you were used to?
First of all, thank you so much for joining me. It's my pleasure to be here to say all of you bye, finally. I mean, I always take the pressure in my life. Doesn't matter that the team or the league I was playing. Even when I was kid, I always feeling that I need to do my best, and I was always feeling that kind of pressure. As I said, when I come in here, it's more than a soccer player. The club put many things in the top of me and my family, and well, I need to do more things that I am supposed to do in the field. I'm very proud. I'm very proud after these 4 years that if you look in NYCFC, looks like it's 10 years old, not only 4 years old. And I'm very proud to join the team from the start and to see and help this growing during the 4 years.
It's amazing to watch what you have done here in such a short time. I've always loved to watch you. You play so authentically, with such passion, none of it manufactured. I mean, it's why I think you're feeling like you are after watching that video. There's just one David Villa. We see it on the field. You're exactly the same off it, a remarkably authentic man. And one of the things I adore about you, you thrived here. It's a hard city to thrive in, particularly in the sports realm. But you've always done it, David, in your own signature, humble, team-first way. When you hit the 400th and 401st goal in your career against San Jose, I loved what you said. I loved it. You said, now I need to work to get goal number 402. That's the mentality I've always had. If you clap for that, wait till you hear the rest of the quote. He said, this is mind-blowing. He said, I score for the team, not for David Villa. Who first taught you that, David?
I feel that is the way that I need to play. I know that why I was successful in every club that I play, and I was successful here in New York, was because I always did 100% every time when I go to the field, and I can't change this situation. It's the reality of soccer. Finally, the soccer is a team sport. It's not an individual sport. So I always believe that everything that we do, doesn't matter the name in your jersey, is for the team. So I always score for my teams, and I was very, very pleasure to me to arrive to the 400th goal here in New York.
You talk about bringing 100%, playing all out. And I will say, you're one of the most competitive athletes mentally that I've ever watched. Another of your quotes. And by the way, for young footballers who are here tonight, there's so many David Villa quotes which are not just words to live by on the field, they're words to live by off it. You said, everything in my life, in my career, I always play the same as when I was 15 years old. 100%, all out, competitive. And we chatted before, and I told you that I watched you play for NYCFC in a midweek knockout game in the US Cup. You know, you'd won World Cups, you've won the Euros, you've run La Ligas. That game went to a penalty shootout, and I was watching at home, and the cameras cut to you on the sideline with NYCFC in a game which, in your arc of your career, many would say was not the most important, but bloody hell, you were living and dying with every single penalty kick. What is it that beats inside of you, that competitive spirit, David?
No, it's easy for me because from the start of my journey as a soccer player, I never changed that mentality. I know that this is the way that for get me successful, and it's I will make a big mistake if I change this. Doesn't matter what is the team, what is the scenario, what is the country, what is the game. I believe that if I don't do 100% every day in my day, I can be the David Villa I am right now. So it's easy for me to motivate myself to get it there.
Same passion week in, week out at Yankee Stadium as when you're on the streets of Astoria as a 9, 10, 11-year-old. Same passion as when you were a kid.
Yeah, same when I start my journey. Obviously, when you are a soccer player, as a professional, you know that many people is behind you waiting for you as successful, or for the team that you play as successful. And it's a little bit more pressure, but the situation for me is always the same in this game, to do my best day by day.
When you announced that you were leaving last week, I'll admit, I cried. I'm not alone, am I? No. But then I read what you said as your farewell statement. You said, my experience here in New York was amazing. It gave me everything as a soccer player, as a person, as a family man. I'll always remember this experience with love. My heart is here. I'll be an NYCFC supporter forever. And when I read that, I immediately was struck by the feeling, David, that for your family who are here tonight, for you, this past 4 years in New York City, they've been about more than just the football.
Yeah, it's the truth. The same that I told in the video. I believe that after these 4 years, I am a better player, a better person, a better family man. My family in the same way. They are better person as well, and nothing is possible without the love of the people in NYCFC, of course, first, and in New York, gave us from the first day.
You should clap yourselves. It's you that have given the love. By the way, that love has been a two-way relationship, David. I've been with you when you've opened pitches at public schools, and I've watched you interact with the kids there. And I said that then, and I pray that I'm right now, that ultimately will be your legacy with your play, that you've inspired kids across the 5 boroughs to want to be the next David Villa, the American David Villa, please God. Because you have become, oh, America, I love America. You've become a role model for so many young players here, not just the ones I'm dreaming about pulling on an American jersey in 15 years' time, but players like Joe Scally and James Sands who've come through the academy while you've been here. What have you learned about the American player and their talent level while you've been here, David? You can be honest with us.
No, I believe that everybody wants to grow in. It's a reality that in this country, the soccer is not time ago very famous like in Europe or South American. They are growing a lot from a few years ago, and the same way the American soccer player. They are working strong. The teams are working strong in the academy. Our academies, the things that the club is doing with our academy, it's amazing. They are creating the future. The sample is James and Scally, but many other people, players coming in the few years for sure, and in the best way that the MLS and everything here about soccer is growing. The American soccer player is growing as well. I told you before in the interview that when I arrived here, not many people of American MLS players go to the national team, and right now 80% of the national team is from MLS, and young talent people that someone is going in transfer to Europe with a big journey. So that is the most important.
What do we need in America for our play to go next level?
I always say the same: time, and continue working. You know. When you are talking about the MLS, you are talking about only 23 years old. Believe La Liga, Premier League, Bundesliga, or Calcio, who was the league when they are only 23 years old. We need to be realistic in that, and they need time and work. But we are in the road, and with the time for sure, the soccer will be more amazing than now here in the States.
Oh, from your mouth to God's ear. Watching that film is a reminder. It's a reminder of many things, but it's a reminder that you have taken to the field here with some legends of the game. Patrick Vieira, Andrea Pirlo, Frank Lampard also. What's it been like experiencing the American game alongside them through their eyes?
No, it was an amazing experience for all the sides, not only for them, that obviously I admirate his journey in the soccer, that where they did in Europe, and be with them here was amazing experience. But with everybody that I shared the locker room, I shared the field. It was amazing. Everybody helped me to be a better soccer player, to be a better man, as I told you, and I want to say thank you to everyone.
That deserves a clap. Can I just tell you, when a gentleman like David Villa, to me, comes to America and talks about his time here made him a better soccer player and a better man, a better human being, to me, it's everything. There's a measure that is great about you. And I think in that statement is a secret to your incredible success. You've set the benchmark for every major designated player in terms of how they should approach the challenge and also what's expected of them, to be candid. But when you signed here, David, you explained your move to MLS. You said, after winning Champions League and winning the World Cup, I came to the United States to continue to learn every day, to continue to learn. It's a beautiful, beautiful, simple, but incredibly powerful notion. And I need to ask you, David, 4 years on, what have you learned by moving to America?
Many things. I don't have time for explain.
We've got your contract doesn't start till January in Japan.
Yeah.
Well, let's get the drinks out.
No.
Tell us.
No, as I told you, I am for this I told you I am a better soccer player. I am a better person, a better family man. Without this experience, I am not the same person and the same soccer player. I learning a lot of this experience. I am very happy for 4 years ago, accept the challenge, coming here and enjoy to this amazing experience from the beginning to now. And it's not about one thing or two things, and it's not about soccer player or person. It's about everything. I learn a lot. I am very pleased to share this year with everybody in the States and to receive so many love and help.
It's been an honour to share the journey with you. I do have to ask you, before we make the first of a number of ever more epic presentations from the club to you. It has been an epic journey. It's been remarkable to watch, to wonder, to marvel at what you've done, how you've done it on and off the field. When you look at that film of your time here in the United States, obviously deeply, impactfully moving to you, what emotion do you feel when you look at that, David?
Big emotion. You see me right now. I would like to give the trophy, to MLS trophy, to the fans, to everybody in New York. That was my dream from the beginning, but that is very difficult. As I said, the first day of I coming, I have some goals. One of them was taking the trophy for NYCFC. Another was create connection with this city and with this country. And the day that I need to leave, the people remember me with respect, with love, with a guy that can miss a penalty or can miss a chance, but everything that put the NYCFC jersey, give everything for the club. And I think I get it, and sometimes these things are more important than any trophy exists.
Honestly, incredibly humbling to be here with you tonight, to hear those words. I will say those are words to live by. They really, really are. Let's get on with the presentations. The first one I want to give you, for Men in Blazers listeners, all of whom love the game in America, it is my honor to give you, David, our coveted camo blazer, oh glory. We've only awarded, you can bring this up and show it. We've only awarded this once before to Clint Dempsey, another great. We save this really for the true greats. You are one of them, David. Watching you play has been a joy and an honor, not just your play or your goal scoring, but your mental approach to the game, your will to win, your passion, your authenticity, that's what makes you a great, and the standard against which all those who come after you will be judged against. So I'll ask you, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding as we bestow upon David Villa the camo blazer o' glory. You can take it off. I mean, if you want to take it off. All I'll tell you is I paid 1.5 years of salary for that blazer. So when you do your first press conference in Japan. But there is more. There is more. On behalf of the club, please welcome to the stage the president of NYCFC, Mr. John Patrikoff.
So David, on behalf of the club, on behalf of City Football Group, the New York Yankees, who I know you've had a very special connection with at Yankee Stadium, on behalf of the whole front office and the staff and all of your colleagues, all the players that have played with you and the coaches, we want to present you with a gift, and I'll reveal it in a second. But before I do, I just wanted to say that I was thinking for a moment that most things in life, that nothing lasts forever. And I had that emotional thought because I wish more than anything that our time together could go on forever. But the reality is, as the hashtag that our team created for this event is that your legacy will live forever in New York City. And that is something that is very special and not many people can say. So this gift is a very small token. We joke in the office often that what do you get for the man that has everything when we're talking about David. There's actually a big group of people that actually get involved in consulting, and it's hard to give something to you because you do have so much. But for this is something that I know will live close by your heart. So this is a picture. Patricia and your kids have been an important part of everything that's happened here in New York over these last 4 years, and we just want to thank you as well on behalf of the club, to your wife and to your children, and to you. I hope this will go somewhere. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, John Patrikoff. Just say, what a man. What an incredible human being. And I'd say probably, you talked about his legacy. It's probably the goals he scored for this club, the leadership that he's exerted, but ultimately an incredible role model, most importantly, as a human being for all New Yorkers. And in that line, we would be remiss if we did not acknowledge that this momentous day is not only David's farewell from NYCFC, it's also only his bloody 37th birthday. So David, everyone here joins me in wishing you a year of new adventures, health, happiness, and Golazos. Please join me in wishing David a very happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Health and happiness for your success. We're going to ask everyone right now, can we hear it again for David Villa? Genuinely an honour to share this night with you, to share this farewell with you, to have watched you for these past 4 years light the city with absolute wonder. And I have a feeling, based on our conversation, this is not farewell. This is just a short departure, and that you will be back in New York City. Not with that kind of an applause. Before we say goodnight, and this wraps up the formal part of the evening, we're going to take a group photo to commemorate all of you being here on this glorious night. David is going to join his family. The photographer is going to take to the stage. And if you could all stand up to prove to your Instagram that you were here.